Donna-lee case. Let's talk about Donna-lee case and what's going on. Right? With Donna-lee case. There's a lot going on in Donna-lee case. First, let me take the time to say this. And you guys have to listen. Certain things I cannot say because I don't want it to lead to where is it coming from. We need everybody to be a part of things and know what is going on. You understand? We don't deal with accusation. We don't deal with make-up story and things like that. I am giving you guys some information of what's going on with Donna-lee case right now, currently, that some of you don't know. And everything that I'm about to speak tonight, this is not a make-up, this is not a story, this is what exactly going on. First, I want to say, big up to the prosecutor. Big up to the prosecutor. The prosecutor are doing a great job. Let me repeat again. Big up to the prosecutor. The prosecutor are doing a great job. A wonderful job. And prosecutor, when this case is over, you guys deserve. Karen, what's up? You guys deserve a big thank you. Big up to the prosecutor. And there's a reason why I'm saying big up to the prosecutor. Now, next, the family of Donna-lee. The family of Donna-lee, I want to say condolence to the whole family. I know you guys want Donna-lee body, you guys want closure. But I'm afraid to say I don't think that's going to happen. At this point, we don't think that's going to happen at this point. Because there's one piece of evidence that they need. One piece of evidence they need. And it's a problem with that evidence. But I can say that I don't believe in Jamaica justice system, but I believe in this case. I believe in this case. And I want to say, big up to everyone that have highlighted this story and bring it. Big up to Angie Stevenson, who have put a lot of fire under this, have bring forth this case worldwide and so forth. You have done a good job on that, and there's reason why I'm saying, big up to Angie Stevenson. I'm not going to go into that details, but there's reason why I'm saying big up to Angie Stevenson. And that. Big up to L.A. Lewis, but more Angie Stevenson are in the box. In the court of the box. You understand what I'm saying? So, don't think that they're not sitting watching you, Angie. They're sitting and watching you. They have actually used things that have happened on your page in the court of law. They have used things, used things that happen on your page, things that have been said in the court of law. I'm going to leave that right there, so, and make it stay right there, so. Now, let's make this very clear. Clear as it can be. Right? And we all can clap to it. If you all want to continue to pray, you all can continue to pray and all of that and so forth. Noel is not coming out of jail. Noel is not going to get bail out of jail. Okay? Let's put that on, let's sweep that under the carpet. He's not coming out of jail. We repeat, Noel is not coming out of jail. Nada. He's going to remain in jail and he's going to get his sentence and all of that. Now, as I said, I have to talk it the way I can talk it to China. So if you hear me talk, I may have grown some corners and things like that. There's a reason why I'm going on corners and things like that. Everybody have them inside people. Everybody have the investigation. But some of us end up get our thing from where we're supposed to get it to. No. There's a reason. No. Before we even go to that, let's correct something here. And I'm gonna correct it and say that I apologize. And I don't use the word apologize. I apologize to Kathy if when this whole thing have started, right, and when the information was coming in from different sides, we was all putting it and say Kathy this and Kathy that and all of that. So, apologize to Kathy for anything that have taken place within the social media world of where the finger was pointed based on the information that was coming in. Right? Now, the police have interviewed Kathy, and everything that Kathy have told them in the investigation is correct. Listen again. Everything that Kathy have tell the police them have done them investigation, and it comes back around that everything Kathy said, it is correct. Kathy, the only problem I have with you is that at the end of the day, I understand the position that you're in. And all of us can say anything when we're not in that position. We understand say you're a woman, we understand say you have a picnic together, but Kathy, at the end of the day, you still have a part of to play, have to do what you have to do as a woman and as a person who have a heart. Right? You're still holding on to something that the police then need, that it is not important. You don't think it is important at the moment, but it can also help into this. No. Kathy car was used. Kathy car was used. Now, Noel. Let's go down to Noel now and let's talk about Noel. We can confirm 150% that Noel is the one who murdered Donna-lee. We can now confirm that Noel is the one that murdered Donna-lee. Noel is the one that do it, and there was other people that involved in it, but they come later into the process. Especially the person that was being the middleman of the counselor in the whole situation. We can also confirm that Donna-lee was murdered in the apartment. Donna-lee was murdered in that apartment. The same apartment. Now people, this is what I've taken place. First, Christopher Townsend. Let's talk about Christopher Townsend. I want to go back to that. Christopher Townsend, as a man, I understand that everybody like money and you're doing your job and you're a lawyer. But sometimes as a lawyer, you don't have to know what to do from what not to do and know what case to take. Because your lawyer, your client have sit down and explain to you a lot of situations which you did not tell the court I don't want to talk about until the court found the information. Now, your client did not tell you exactly what take place in the apartment. Your client have take you around the corner and give you a bunch of story. And you know that the story that Noel gave you was not correct information. And you still run with it and you still buy it and say, okay, you're going to work with him. Every one of us in life, especially as Jamaican, our parents teach us how to clean. Whether or not you grow up and be a clean freak or whatever it is, every one of us have learned something growing up how to clean. Whether you're a boy pitney or girl pitney. But Noel, all your mother teach you, you're not good at cleaning. You're not good at cleaning. And what you did to your baby mother, it is wrong. Because you could have get your baby mother killed. It is wrong. Now, Noel, you think that you clean the apartment, but you did not clean the apartment correctly. You did not clean it good. You're a police officer. You know about these things, but you was not good at it, brother. You're not good at it. Now, people, this is what have happened. Right? The lawyer know. The prosecutor have the evidence. And that was one of the reasons, right, why the evidence was not presented in the first place. Right? Now, Donna-lee was in the apartment. Donna-lee never leave the apartment. That's number one. Noel and Donna-lee have an argument in the apartment. The same apartment that they live in. It get out of control in the apartment because Man have them anger, woman have them anger, and so forth. Noel slammed Donna-lee. The slam that him slammed the girl because what the girl have said and what take place in the apartment and so forth. Because of that, hold on. Oh. Because of what have take place, and yes, bloodstain finding at the apartment. When Noel slammed Donna-lee inside of the apartment and what take place inside of the apartment, Noel realized that Donna-lee was not moving at all. Not at all. The lick what she get. Now, some people that say a frightened lick, or some people that say a mad lick, or some people that say it was so angry or whatever it is, whatever some people may call it. Then Noel, then on and so forth, reaching a position where Noel leave the apartment. Noel is not the only one that's going to go to jail, people. As I said, that the prosecutor, them have them information, them have the video clip, the video of from outside until them have information. Noel leave the apartment and leave Donna-lee inside of the apartment. Noel claimed to tell his friend that him and Donna-lee have a argument in the apartment, and the argument they have in the apartment and so forth. Him a try to talk to her, and she not listen, and she go off and them get in a fight and so forth and all that. And something happen and all that, them attack. Me know I give them, as I say, me have to go around with the information. And the friend say, alright, he might go over there and try to talk to her, whatever it is. When the friend go over the apartment, Donna-lee over the apartment, Donna-lee was dead. When the friend called Noel and they hold the conversation, I said, Noel is not the only one that's involved in this. Noel then called the baby mother. After them realize exactly what happened, because they have to get rid of Donna-lee and all that, because they all have the red flag and everything. Take the baby mother car. Right? Tell the baby mother, say, they're on an investigation. He's on an investigation because the people in know fiend car, him cannot drive fiend car. Baby mother, whatever it is, lend him the car. Baby mother lend him the car. He carried the car because he could not drive his car to go where he was going to do what they have to do and all that. The baby mother not knowing that this is what had exactly take place in the apartment, and she actually get caught up in a situation. The fact that she get caught up in a situation, because Noel did not tell her what had happened. If you're there with someone else and they want to buy your car because there's an investigation going, they have to deal with something and the people that may know in car and rate it. Anybody with a line of car? You don't think of say, boy, this is what it is and all that. Him no want to drive him car. Your mother lent him the car. Anyway. Now we went back to the apartment. 2 officers involved in it. One was already at the apartment and already. Now we went back. Another officer come at the apartment. That to show you how corrupt these people is. When Noel called the mother, and I said to the mother, say, tell him what with Donna-lee, you know, if you see her, whatever they have argument, tell him Donna-lee was already dead. Was already dead already. They're in the process of disposing of Donna-lee body. Right? No. There's something really want to say, but when I talk to me, I try to figure how we can phrase it in a way or whatever it is. As I said, anyway, they have got rid of the body, right? This whole coach and what have happened and so forth, it is correctly. Everything. Go back and recap a minute. I say, I'm going to in a little pieces and I go around the corner, and there's a reason why I'm going around the corner. And the family have to understand something. The family don't need a liar right now. The state, they are representing the family. The family don't need a liar. There's no need for any liar to get involved in this right now. There's nothing for any liar to get involved. This is between now the state and with Noel and Noel liar and whatever it is, right? So the family don't need a liar. There's no need. I do believe that. I mean, I'll go back. I do believe that the police can be honest to the family and explain situation to the family, because what the lawyer have tell the court and what Noel have passed and done before the lawyer, the information have gathered and all that, the lawyer don't have some of the information. And the fact that the lawyer don't have some of the information, you have to understand that the information that the prosecutor them have, the lawyer don't have it, but the lawyer also know things. What they're trying to do right now is open that Noel will say, you know what happened? This and so forth. This is where we want the case go, and then just move on from that. The thing is now, they don't want, the prosecutor, they don't want to give the family hopes. They don't want to give the family them the remain that they have, because they're not sure. They're still doing other things, and as I said, they're waiting for information. Because of that, when the prosecutor have informed Christopher Townsend what have taken place and what they have and all of that, he wanted the evidence. They did not give him the evidence, and there's a reason why they never give him the evidence. Because he's saying that, well, if you cannot give me the evidence of what you said my client have done, even though Christopher Townsend know exactly what happened based on what Noel have told him and so forth, then my client need to be out, he need to be out on bail until we can figure it out. Them say, no, this is not going to happen. We cannot give you the evidence. It's for your lawyer to tell you the truth, for you to assess this, to figure out what exactly has taken place, that we can wrap this up. The lawyer don't want to budge on whatever it is, so guess what happened? The information that Christopher Townsend that's supposed to give, he have never given information. So when they went to court today and so forth, and they're using the word ambush and so forth, it's not the word of ambush, it's because that they know things they don't want to talk, and they are securing their client because of money. Christopher Townsend was already aware that this case wasn't going to go nowhere today, because guess what happened? You only can secure a person. You can defend a person to a certain extent. But Christopher Townsend, at the end of the day, you're defending a man that have murdered, is a murderer you're defending. You're working with a person that have committed a murder. And not only that they have committed a murder, but you are putting it onto other people that don't have nothing to do with it. They already have the evidence. They already have the blood stain and what have taken place in the apartment, people. Right? As I said, he never cleaned the apartment good. And I'm not saying that him should have cleaned it good. But just when you think so you do everything perfect and nobody now going to find out, at least we can say that the little investigation that are going on in Jamaica and the people that are in charge of that, we can give them a little bit of credit and say, okay, them being up on one case. They may not being up on the other case, but them being up on this one case. No. With all of that have been said, they don't want to give the family the information. They don't want to involve the family in a lot of things, because as they're saying that it's too much stuff that's going on in the media world, and if they say certain things, it's going to jeopardize and can cause a problem into the investigation into their case. So they don't want to give the family that certain information, which in another way, I kind of understand where they might come from and so, because remember, you have all of we as blogger, if we get our information about certain things, we either gonna hold it for a certain extent or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Or we're gonna talk about it. What I would say to every single bloggers, every bloggers out there, right now at this minute, we can blog, we can cry out for justice, demonstration can go on, prayer can go on, bring their awareness, continue to bring their awareness, but we should just let certain things be what it is right now. Even if we get certain kind of information, it is best at this moment that we all the information I know what we put out there as blogging, because as I said, there's a lot going on in this case where it is causing a problem. Because when a lot of things happen on social media and it brings a red flag, is lawyers start to question certain things. I want to say, okay, this is what it is. Is there any truth to this story? You understand what I'm saying? So it's good that we all have some information and get it, but let's make them do what they want to do and all that, because guess what happened? This is not gonna be a case that's just gonna just disappear like that. It's gonna be justice that's gonna serve. It is sad that the family that may not, and it is left up to the people that are involved in it, especially Noel, to say, all right, yeah, what happened then? This is the T. This is the A, or this is the B. To bring the case to what it is. He don't want to do that. But Noel, I want to tell you something. Your baby mother is not defending you. Your baby mother is not defending you. Your baby mother has taken herself out of a lot of it. And she said what she said. She has said what she said. Can't change. The information that you have given and what she have given and others have given, it don't add up. Don't add up none at all. So when me I say to you, say now, it is best at this point, stop wasting money. The money that you're giving the lawyer to fight for something that you're not going to win. Take that money, give it to your baby mother to take care of your daughter, that she can have proper schooling, good education, grow up in life to become something, because she do not deserve the monster that you become as a father and what you have done. All of that money you waste is not going to help you, brother. It won't help you under any circumstances. That money can be given to your daughter mother and your daughter and your family or your mother. Take the money then. Money cannot bring her back. Give the family the money. Donate it or something. You're wasting money on a case that is not going to help your brother. Them have remain. Them have blood stain. Them have other evidence. And there's a reason why the prosecutor did not bring it. There's a reason why the prosecutor did not bring it. Your liar cannot help you. Your liar cannot save you. The best thing you can do now, I've give a full confession of the crime that you have committed. Go do your time. Make the court serve what it's supposed to serve. Make the family go at ease. Instead of have this thing a ring round and a waste time and all of this. This is a waste of time. There's other cases out there that need to be adjusted. There's other situation. When you run out of money, brother, who gonna give you money? When all of your money done, when Christopher doesn't take all of your money, because first of all, you can't have a liar and a lie to your liar 80%, you know. Because if you tell your liar a lie like you're telling your liar now, and when your liar, when the evidence comes in front of your liar, and your liar realizes you're a liar, so he cannot help you, and he can't help you right now. So all of this ring around where you're going with and so forth, brother, forget about society, forget about road, forget about all of that. Give the people them the piece of evidence that they need. Confirm the evidence that they have and say, okay, yes, this is what it is. All of you go to jail and do your time for the crime that you have committed. You have committed a crime, you have committed a murder, you know you did commit a murder, you know exactly what have happened and so forth. And at some point, I'm trying to figure if you did love this girl or you did care about this girl, because if you did love this girl or care about her in a circumstance, then you would have to do the right thing. You're not coming out of jail, dog. Not on the evidence where the prosecutor them, you're not coming out. They have enough evidence. Then just need that one piece of evidence, that one confirm. And your lawyer get stuff to ask you about, and you still don't want to talk about it. You still holding out here. You're fighting a losing battle, but you can't win. You cannot win. And there is a reason that I just found out today. Why the Commissioner of Police and why the Prime Minister of Jamaica have not get involved fully and have just this situation. Not only that too. Noel's father is an ex-cop. Did you guys know that? Did you know that his father is an ex-cop? As in the other word, me that say, he's not an ex-cop. Once you're police, you will always be police. Did anybody know that? Did anybody know that his father involved in a police force? I bet a lot of people didn't know, while some know. When the whole situation happened, I'm going to answer one question and I'm not going to answer the whole of it. Why was Cathy crying? Because Cathy cannot believe, say, Noel called her to take her car. She say him depend on investigation and don't want to drive him car. When Cathy realized, say, it's a possibility she never had the confirmation, however it is, that her baby father have just murdered somebody and used fear car. Fear car to get rid of the body. So imagine me come to you and say to you, say, lend me your car. And me lend my car. And me go around there, so go pick up one box of beer around here, so. And me know, say, beer not for go in your car under any circumstances. And then later on to find out that I bring a case of beer in your car. And know, say, the case of beer when I bring in your car, it can send me to jail because it was my vehicle. What would you do if you was in a position like that somebody used your vehicle to help in committing a crime? My career over now. Think about all of that. Me know when it come out, all information was coming. Even me was getting some incorrect information left, right, and center. Everybody was getting it. And then now till people start listen, know what go on, and people start calling and give you little things and make you know exactly what is going on and all of that. You understand? And what have taken place today in court, because guess what happened? The lawyer decides that he want the information. And then the prosecutor, and as a matter of fact, do it another way. What take place in a court today was not correct. What have taken place in court today was not correct. The prosecutor, they are giving Noel and his lawyer, especially Noel, to speak on what they're supposed to speak on. Right? And Noel still a wall out on the information and don't want to talk. So guess what happened? Hold on. Yeah. Yes. Thank you, my friend. What have taken place in court today? As I said, applaud the prosecutor for what they are doing. When you have your tea, you don't drink it when it's hot all the time. Sometimes you have to make it cold. Because if you have something somebody want, and them have something that, if you have something that somebody want, okay, Christopher Townsend wants something the prosecutor have. And the prosecutor wants something that Christopher Townsend have, which is Noel. But don't want to. Let's say something. something take place on Facebook a couple weeks ago. Something have taken place on Facebook a couple weeks ago. I'm not going to say what it is. And it actually take place on Andre page. Something was said on Andre page a couple weeks ago. And what have been said on Andre page a couple weeks ago have ended up using court. Prosecution, lawyer, and things like that have used. Not going to say what it is. If you attack a million things, and out of the million things, if you say 100 things out there, that is correct. You don't want to go down and say what it is because you don't want to throw off nobody or whatever it is. But what they're glad for what have taken place. Me not going to say me crack a case. Me never crack the case. LA never crack the case. LA have done his part. Right? Stuff that I've said on LA page end up becomes evidence. But most of all, something was said on Andre page a couple weeks ago, right in the midst, right? That have bring a big problem into the whole case. And then at the same time now, when time them ask Noel about it, the lawyer in this place with Noel denied and said it did not take place when it did in fact take place. You hear what I said? Something take place that they did not know about. One of it I should say. And then when time them asked about it, Noel lie about it and said no. And then they found the evidence and confirmed what was said to be truth. You understand? Look into that. That had become a big evidence that in court today, that was a part of in the file of what it is. As I said, the file was right where it is. The file was not where them think it was. It was right where it is. But they're waiting for Noel to say to the lawyer for them to make the right decision. But they did not. You understand what I'm saying? That is what have taken place in this whole thing today. And I was watching it, and when the lawyer was insisted that when he came to court the last time, what was said in court and what was going to happen when he asked about the bail in the first place. He think he was going to get bail today because he was coming to think that, okay, the paper that he's going to submit that no is going to get granted. But here comes, as soon as that comes, the prosecutor said, bam, did you know about 1 and 2? And the prosecutor tapped. What Noel have tell them what happened in the apartment and what them find out, it is not correct. You understand what I'm saying? So guess what happened now? The lawyer now get pissed off and I said that, how could you have evidence and I cannot get the evidence to discuss it with my client? They say, well, that is not our job to give you our evidence of what we have. We can submit some of the evidence, but maybe you need to talk to your client and ask your client this and that. The judge turned around and said, wait a minute. Did such and such rate blah, 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 blah. Okay? Them call, what do you call it? Recess? Till 2 o'clock. Noel was still not telling the lawyer what he should tell the lawyer, even though them have the information that they have taken from the apartment. Him still a denial the information same way. So then the lawyer turned around and said, okay, well, I'm going to talk to, I need some more time to talk to my client about it. No problem. Okay. We are going to remain to have your client in custody because this is in front of us. Mr. Prosecutor, A, B, and C, prosecutor don't have the information. It's not that the prosecutor don't have the information. I mean, I don't want to get carried away and say too much. The prosecutor have the information. But remember, tell us what it is. Identify this. Ask your client what it is. Your client tell us that outer door red when outer door was actually green. So since you don't want to talk to the court and you want to hold out on whatever it is, did you know that John Brown and such said this and that and rated? Why you think they don't bother the truck driver? Next thing that Noel did not tell the liar. Let me go on my phone because we don't. Only remember when time Noel pick up the phone and call the truck man. Only remember when he pick up the phone and call the truck man. Many one of you there and say idiot. But you just commit a murder. You're already under the radar for what they have done. And you pick up your phone and call a truckman and ask a truckman certain question because you boom, you want to hear what have happened and so forth. You never tell your liar certain thing. When your liar asks you something today, I can't recall right now because I don't feel too good or whatever. You don't feel too good? I think this part that I said right here will bring some form of light and if them ever see them and say, wait a minute. No. Next time in the court, we're gonna make sure that everybody anyway, leave that right there, son. Leave that right there, son. So you are telling your liar say outer door red when outer road was green. And the court have it outer door and say it was green and you're saying it was red. Eh? Really? How could you go to your liar and ask your liar for help and then you tell your liar one bag of lie? There's other way around things, you know. You are tell your liar one bag of lie and you're not telling your lawyer what exactly take place. And the worst thing about it, lying to the liar and all that, even when you get the visit while he was locked up, that you shouldn't get a visit. That to show you how social media been watched by a lot of people. You know how them get the information? You know how this whole investigation turned up to a different thing? Was when Andrea come on and talk about it. The visit where Noel get. And Noel turn around and lie about it. And say it was not like that, it was a different thing. And when they realize and find out and so forth, another policeman not going to lose his job. He might go give out the information that needed to be given out. And at the same time with all of this, when the liar asked Noel, said, did you have a cell phone? He said, no, he never had a cell phone. Right? Your liar asks you if you have a cell phone. Right? He never have a cell phone. But how did they recover the cell phone in the first place? Why you did not tell the liar what have taken place? That they managed to get the cell phone and get information from the cell phone that you talk out of your mouth. You know, say, I'm very, 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 very smart murderer. You're smart, you know? You're very smart. Why you did not, when the liar asks you a question about the cell phone, you deny the cell phone, and went and then present the evidence You are trying to push it on somebody else. Good night, Mr. Man. Thank you, my friend. Listen, what took place in a court today? Christopher Townsend started to sweat. Because Christopher Townsend realized the file we have in front of him and realized what the prosecutor, what them have against him client. Can you imagine going inside of a courthouse thinking that your client will tell you all of the truth and everything is right in front? And when you go in front of the courthouse and you go with that document so that you want to ask for bail, all of a sudden you see one paper come and say, Your Honor, such and such. But because they did not present that to the court as they should, that have caused a problem. So you go down over try to get bail by you and if you say, okay, well, your client is this and all of that and rate it. And the prosecutor said, no, hold on a minute there. We have gathered new evidence that this is what has taken place at this time. This is what he said. This is what was recovered. And the word is recover and rate it and your liar turn up like this and But you wait a minute. The one evidence that have shocked the court is when the prosecutor roll out the evidence to them and say, okay, well, Your Honor, Mr. Townsend, your client, me now say what it is because me say, we want to continue to get Christopher Townsend stand up today. Well ready? With his documents ready to ask the court for the release of Mr. Maitland. The prosecutor have, let me check my phone because I wonder if I do good. Yeah? I may have to communicate. If I do good. Okay, alright. Want your client to be bail. Right? Well, Your Honor, on that note, Mr. Maitland, I'm going to go in it because this is what it. We have recovered that A, B, and C of that Mr. Maitland did went to this and that. And we also have here in our paper that Mr. Maitland, and also, Your Honor, we also have this here that Mr. Maitland have do this and do that and have caused such and such and all of that. Here comes Mr. Townsend today in court. Your Honor, I have no knowledge about it, and I think these documents should have been presented to me. Prosecutor said, Your Honor, just on that note, 1, 2, and 3, Minister Gronica, 1, 2, and 3, I did not get enough time to put all of that together, but we have it. I can submit it to the court and all of that. And no, Mr. Townsend, you cannot have that information. Because we have it right here to show that it was green. I think it's best you talk to your client. Look to his client, confused, because you cannot have evidence in front of you and you ask your client if he eat orange, and your client says never name orange, but the evidence show your client was eating orange. Your client said was eating apple. He was not eating apple, he was eating orange. Then now they have made their argument to say that because that evidence was not presented to the court and presented to him, it must not use into the case. Judge said no. Hold on a minute. A, B, and C, and B, and all of that. Right? Look at this one piece of evidence I know that turn around. Let's adjourn. We'll pick up this matter at 2 o'clock because the prosecutor is going to present the documents to them. The prosecutor goes, so okay, all right. Boom. 1, 2, 3. They said they never know that Mr. Thousand would sweat so much. And the young miss that was there talking to Turner, well, make sure I'm not going to run information. Hold on, hold on. I need some time. I have to go talk to my client about this because my client did not mention this to us. I have no knowledge about this, and I have to really find out about this, and you know what I mean, I need some time with this and all of that. So if you're not prosecutor, okay, that's fine. Yeah, look, that's fine. Now, them go sit down and talk to Noel. Me no want to tweet it now. When time them ask Noel, you have to be honest with us. We're representing you. It's as I tell people, say, yes, you have cameras and voices everywhere all around. And even your own liar, you can't trust your own liar because your liar is working against you. Because when you liar, bam, 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 then bam, 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 bam. One of the second evidence that presented in front of Noel today was what was said on Andre Stevens' page. That they have used and have done information and realized that what was said on Andre Stevens' page have come with living proof and evidence in front of them. When them ask Noel about it and so forth, Noel cannot talk. Noel cannot say A, B, and C what have taken place. Noel sit down and rate it because the prosecutor come to them with an M16 and start to fire M16 fully loaded. Fully loaded today. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, no, you're good. No. I'm not talking about that part. Is that? Yeah. Anyway, fully evidence. Them call back court. Them say, okay, this is what's going to happen. Since you don't have the evidence and you did not get a copy of this evidence and so forth, this is what going to present to you, and you need to come back and tell us what is what and whether it is. But we are going to deny anything that have anything to do with bail. Because it cannot be that at the end of the day that this is what I present, but you have said something else in the court of law which you actually lie under what? First of all, Christopher Thousand wanted a different time. He need his weeks of his up to over more than a week of gathered information to talk to his client. Christopher Thousand, you do not need all that time because you did not have to ask for that time. All you have to do, when you talk to your client, ask the client, say, listen, what happened? This is what it is right now. This is what we need to do. Phone conversation. Phone conversation. I'm glad how Jamaica have a little bit of advance into the technology world that them can retrieve things. When you say you're a gangster, you're a murderer, you're a bad man, but you can use phone and send voice note and send to this. I'm going to tell you something. You have a lot of people these days. I'm not going to go to jail and do time for nobody. Nah, go to jail. So when you tell a man something, you think a man is going to sit down with information and hold information and go to jail, go do time for you. A man is going to talk and say, no, this is what happened and rate it and all of that. And you was very comfortable in jail using your phone and doing everything that you have done. And the same people would bring you phone and you do everything, you figure say everything was good and all that. Man in a jail want to come out of jail. Police want positions. And them are going to get whatever it is to get the position. Them have a thing in Jamaica called witness protection. And it does work for some people and it work for some. What they want from you now. As a matter of fact, what you need to do is tell your lawyer the truth. And tell your lawyer, say, okay, let's see what happened, Mr. Thousand. I'm going to just put this thing to rest. I'm going to put this thing to rest. So, how much years do you think they're going to give me? Think me I get life in a prison? My charge me for manslaughter, my charge me for this, my charge me for that. Make a liar break and tell you how much time I will get in a prison and what I go happen. Take it for what it is. Take it for what it is. The money there, you may come out when you're 90 years old or 100 or 70 years old or whatever it is. You're going to need $110 where you can buy some diaper at least. And maybe you can pay some money to take care of you because you're not going to be able to take care of yourself. Them are going to charge you for every count you can possibly think about because 10 prosecutors not letting it go. You understand what I'm saying? You're not getting bail on the 16th. It's not going to happen, brother. Them have a lot of evidence. Thank God for social media. Thank God for social media. Thank God that there was a platform that information I've gathered from that I've proven and I've used in the court of law into this case. And at the end of the day, now, let me say something. I may say something right here, so. No disrespect to nobody, but to Angie Stevenson. No disrespect to you. It's from a bird to a bird and a bird and a bird. They're not going to let you in inside of their courtroom. They're not going to do that. Right? And I said they don't want to let you in there. Part of the media thing, they're not going to let you in there. There's a fight going on right now. Who no register for this and who don't have this for them or this and all that. So I'm just saying to you, Angie, you have done a wonderful job, a great job, a marvelous job, and this. You deserve a trophy for it. Because if it was not for your platform, a lot of things would have never become to the forefront, and it is good that they could have used stuff that something that come off of your platform that becomes evidence in the court of law that have proven to the court, proven to the prosecutor that it is true and it is correct. Right? It's your platform. Me can't take no credit, nobody else can't take no platform because they never call me and tell me. But because so much people was calling and so much things was going on and all of that, it can become. Right now, them have you under the radar heavy. Not in a bad way, but them are watch you. Only thing I can say to you, say, go and do your little prayer Go and do a little demonstration. You're doing a good job. They know you was outside today. Right? Police don't really like you right now. A lot of them don't like you. Go and do what you do. If somebody call you to give you information right now about anything, just try and hold back a lot of the information as best as possible and watch what happens. You have done a lot and it is working. Right? It is working. First of all, them have said that his lawyer argument was that they cannot use hearsay for social media of views into a case. The prosecutor said, no, it is not hearsay. This is what have been said, and this is what have been proven on the paper. So if this have been said on social media, on a particular platform, and they can prove it that it is correct and all that, then it is correct information because we have the proof right here. Ask your client about it. Ask your client about it. So at the end of the day, the family may get upset and don't feel like they're involving you guys into a lot of things that taking place. You guys have to understand. Me know no anxious, you know, want to find out what I want, but your guys is gonna get some form of closure of justice in the end of it. They cannot give you certain information. They're not going to tell them certain information because they don't want what they have to go out there to cause a problem to their case. So I'm saying to your mother, sisters and brothers, coming from the inside, just be patient. Just work with them. They're not going to make you walk free. And just pray that the piece of evidence that they need and the confirmation that they will get the confirmation that them can come and say, well, Miss Sophia and the family, I know this is not what you was expecting, but we have now can present you with this little box here, piece of evidence. Yes, that is your daughter. This is where your daughter is. This is what have taken place. This is what and all of that. Just give them the time and work. Them a work. In history of Jamaica, a case is finally going to solve, and something finally going to come out of it. Finally. And when you have when you have certain things in your hand, you know, but jeopardize it, you just hold it. So everybody do a good job, but just make them just work. Right? And for the information that Miss still Nango apologize and say, yeah, but the Prime Minister of Jamaica and the Commissioner of Police spoke on it, and they want justice and they want something to be done. So the Prime Minister of Jamaica is aware of it. He just cannot speak on it at this moment under any circumstances, and there's reason being. And even me that said the Commissioner of Police not doing about this case or whatever it is, but there's reason being because Fitz Bailey have been updated and given the correct information, and they want to make sure an example of set out of this. That this police officer understand that none of them is above the law. You understand? So them know about it, them just cannot speak about it. Them are going, and there's reason. And you have to understand that there's some time when you expect someone is supposed to speak about something, they cannot get involved into certain investigation. That's not their job, even though they're leader. It can be. You understand? So we have to just make it be what it is, and hopefully that when everything has come into what it is, then it have been you know, so forth, of what some of you are hoping for. Let's just continue to pray and just hope. And hopefully Cathy will do what she's supposed to do as a woman. You understand? Me now come here and come take no credit. Right? And I'm praying and hoping that with the mercy of God, with the mercy of God, that God will keep the mother, give her strength, you know, continue to bless her, that she will continue to be alive, that she can see what's going on, she can have a saying, and make it be what it is, you know what I mean? Only thing we can pray for her, that, you know, and she have to, you have to just be strong and just try to take care of yourself, that do what your daughter that want you to do. You understand what I'm saying? To see the light shine. You understand what I'm saying? But a lot is going on behind the scene. I mean, I tell you, so the prosecutor have it. The prosecutor, the prosecutor part them surprise others. So me I said to the family, just hold on. Like somebody said this evening, said that to the family have to just hold on and just wait. Just hold on and wait. We have this. We get right now, Christopher Townsend, him and the lawyer, we're on Noel case right now. Them right now confused, don't know what to do. They were so upset and so mad today. They did not even know if them come or them go, because guess what happened? When time information lick you, when somebody box you, and you can't return back the box, you have to take the box and turn up. That's why the liar was so this, oh, they have ambush. No, they never ambush you today. When a client is a liar and wicked. When a client is a liar and wicked. So because when a client is a liar and wicked, when a client make look stupid in a court today, because when a client is a liar, and because he is a liar, when end up in a court today and turn a fool in a court today, don't even return and go yes or whatever it is. Can you imagine evidence of used into court and somebody slaps up and say, hey, A, B, and C, we cannot use something that was said on social media, as call us the social media circus. No, you cannot say that. This is the evidence. A, B, and C, and D have confirmed what was said. Do you know about such and what it is? When you have proof in front of you to show something, you can't lie about it, because they have them proof. The only way you come out of jail, the 16, is have to be a miracle. Something turn around to show that what they have, it's not you and it is not correct. Then they will let you out of jail at 16. But if you're a liar, cannot come back. I bet you the liar is going to draw a different paper and come back and say, okay, this is what it is. What is the offer? My client is ready to this and that, because there's no way in the world the liar can beat this piece of paper, what I present to them. The little bit of evidence that they have given. Not all of the evidence. No way in the world the liar can come back and win that case under any circumstances when that piece of evidence is present in front of them. No matter how good he is as a liar, you have to have billions of dollars, and the judge and the jury, everybody have to depend on your side if you can walk away with that. You cannot get out of that, because some of the evidence have been presented to them. And the worst thing about it, you know, is when they pick up the phone and call the mother, and I look for the daughter, when I already know what happened to the daughter already. They did yo, people, they did such and then guess what happened to one of the person that actually working on the case is actually a person that used to reside in California. That actually live in Jamaica and involved in the justice system. You understand? Very strong. Very, very strong. You know nobody talk about no hobby and not this and not that and rate it. Me understand the prior work. But when evidence come in front of you, you have to work with it. Why me talk about this and I still do my business same way, you know? Right? I want everybody, before me start selling my bag them, come here my bag them, I like how the case are going and I like how it are going good. I like how it are going good. Resign FBI. Thank you very much. Resign FBI. You must be somebody from somewhere that knows something. There is a resign FBI. Hold on. Oh, right. There's a resign FBI that is working on the case. And them are work. Some something with them find in that apartment. Some something with them find in a recording. Some something with them find in a... Anyway, stop right there, so. Stop right there, so. I want everybody, at the end of the day, everybody right now, I want to put up on hand. I want to put up on hand and clap. Everyone on put up on hand and clap. First, we have the big clap. And I will do that because I don't want to cause the problem. I want to thank L.A. Lewis for him work with him do. And everybody else, we work them do. But most of all, we want all on right now, thank and clap Andrea Stevenson and clapping platform for the job that he have done, have helped into this whole Noel situation. We thank him. That if he never was speaking out and doing what he was doing, his platform would not become a platform that information comes off his platform that actually using in the court of law into this whole murder situation. He's done a wonderful job. And the person then I just say the person then that giving the information. When you say authority, you have to sit down and listen to bloggers and social media to gather information to use in their case. Because you're a blogger, you talk about something and somebody say, Dranko. I know I say Dranko. Hold on there. That rings a bell. When authority can sit down on your platform and gather information and do the investigation and get all of that and use it in the court of law against in a situation, you know, say things, social media is definitely working. It's definitely working. It is working. Because I heard about it, but I never thought about it or even whatever it is until I hear today. And this is coming from inside. It's coming from inside. Inside the courthouse, not outside the courthouse. Inside the courthouse and the inside. This is what I've been getting and this is what I've been said. Somebody said something. And when they say it, not one time, it turns around. That brings a red flag